What's going on, everybody? Dogman Dan here. We are going to go run the CRYOTIC front. Myself and Filky. Filky has a small YouTube channel that he started. He's doing some Warframe videos. Check him out if you will. I'll try to put a link in the description below so you can check his channel if you want. Give him some suggestions, some help in better improving his videos, as you have done for so much with helping me improve my content. But we're going to go ahead and co-op this run. We're going for the 3K for him because he needs to get the 3K. And this will be a good opportunity, I think, for me to be able to showcase some of the stuff that we're using and talk a bit more about it. I've got to adjust my audio settings here, so just give me a second. And while we're doing that, I'm going to go ahead and throw up on the screen my loadout here. So, I've got the Galaxion, rank 16 with me, as you see it. I've got the new core, rank 15, just as you see it. I've got the Cronin, rank 18, just as you see it, running a viral combination in here. And I've got Huros, Sprocket is with me, and Nyx, right here. Okay, and I am planning to just pretty much go over this with you as to why I've set up everything in here, kind of explain it a bit more so you can understand. And we'll go into full detail. I've got some ideas coming up in my head on full details on different things I'm modding, but just kind of give you a run through why we're going through this, because this will take a little while. Now, the setup here, Filky's going for the dominating killing power here with Rhino, basically, and I'm going for the crowd control. And as a co-op, this should run out just fine for us, and we should be able to get through the points. It probably get a little bit more difficult towards the end when it's just two of us. And this tile set is like a freaking labyrinth. It is all over the place. At one point we will end up getting split up, and so both of us will have to maintain the excavators at the same time. But that is what we expected coming into this, just based on this map. The Phobos map is a little bit more easier to control, but as you can see, we did that one the other day, and we ran them into like level 60 Grenier, which was crazy. But Oberon did the trick for me on that video. So crowd control in here, and I am using the Lotus Colors palette on Nyx. Sometimes you'll see the purple in here. I've got it also on the Cronin. You see the purple. I was like, all right, let me get those the two new color palettes, the Lotus and the Eximus color palettes, and I'll be playing around with them a bit on my frames as well. We'll do some more Kubro stuff. I just dropped out another Kubro video before this one, going through Hybro. He's finished, and so I went a little bit through Hybro, and then we went into full customization details in terms of, you know, color schemes and paints and all the patterns and stuff like that, so you can check that out as well if you want to. But while we're here, and I think this Lotus color combination pack, color palette is freaking awesome, honestly. There's tons of different variations in there. Works out really well. Pretty much purples and blues, depending upon your setup. So crowd control for Nyx. If we go back to it, I haven't really changed the setup from my build video that I did on Nyx recently. The only thing I added in here was Undying Will. I took out Absorb totally and went with just CC. So we got Mind Control and Chaos are the only two abilities, and we put in Undying Will as well. And I'll quickly touch on that. So Energy Siphon for energy pool. Flow for max energy pool, overextended, narrow-minded, and we have the Rage and Quick Thinking combination with a Vitality, and I'll explain why we did that. And of course, the Undying Will. Now, the overextended will increase my power range while reducing strength, but since we're just doing CCing, we're not worried about strength on here. And narrow-minded is going to increase my duration, though I'm going to reduce my power range, which is why when I put narrow-minded in, I had to put overextended into offset and still get a positive range effect. If I didn't put overextended in, I'd actually still have a negative range effect with the standard range mod. So that's why when I decided to go narrow-minded, I had to go overextended. Rage and quick thinking, as I've been explaining before. Of course, rage takes damage and converts your damage to energy. Quick thinking takes that energy pool and utilizes it to keep you alive when your health is down. Okay? Now, little trick in here. So, sorry, get a little bit caught up in here. Undying Will is going to keep my bleed out, so that's going to keep my health up a little bit longer because I still have a low bleed out reduction when these guys shoot me. So my health will get down, but it'll take a little bit longer to get down because I'm not going to bleed out as much. The vitality, putting vitality on here, of course, is going to bring up my health. And of course, when you're running rage and quick thinking, if you can max anything out, you want to max out your health because everything is based off of health. Rage is based off of damage to health. If you've got a big health pool, then you're going to be able to keep your energy pool higher from the damage taken on your health pool. As well, that vitality mod is going to also affect Sprocket, in this case, my Kubro, because she has the link mod, the health link mod. And what that is doing at the rate that I have mine at is taking 80% plus of what my health is and increasing it on her. Okay, so that's what the link mods do. The link mods take basically what you have on your Warframe and increase it on your Kubro. So if you're running a very high redirection mod and you're running the shield link mod on your Kubro, it's going to significantly increase your shield capacity on your Kubro. Same as the health, like we talked about, and the same as the armor. It's going to significantly increase it. So you're also going to want to think about that when you're doing builds with different frames. Whereas something like Valkyrie, you're going to want to make sure your Kubro definitely has the armor mod on it, because that's going to significantly improve the armor capacity or the armor of your Kubro, just because Valkyrie has such a high armor. So I think you see what we're saying here. So now we're going to move into the third excavator here, whatever. We're already a couple excavators in. So that's how you have to play in the Kubros. If you know, the Kubros are low level, you really can't put much on them. They definitely do die. But as you go up, you want to think about that in terms of building based off of how your frame is, what mods you want to have. Now, for the most part, you're going to have all the link mods on anyway, but I'm just saying if you really want to cater in a Kubro, you want to cater it towards whatever frame you're doing, make sure you have that link mod for either shield, health, or armor in there, and that is going to be tied to what your Warframe is playing. Now, at the same time, in general, if you're running your standard redirection and vitality mods, you're going to see your Kubros are going to be insane in their health and shield as well. Ooh, Swirling Tiger. But when we get into these higher things where we're talking more advanced and using just the redirection and using just the quick thinking, and say we're not utilizing any vitality redirection at all, you're going to also see that decrease inside your Kubro. So keep that in mind. Your Kubro may be more adept to dying at that point. Okay? This new core is awesome. Actually, the whole new weapons, they're all pretty good. I've really still got to get a feel on the Galaxian. It's definitely an ammo eater, which is why I put critical delay on it. The critical delay is going to slow down the fire rate. I know there's not much critical chance, but slowing down the fire rate on a weapon that eats through ammo is going to be very consistent to like what I've done with the Phage and like the Flux rifle and those kind of laser type of rifles, that will you slow down the rate, it slows down the ammo pool coming out of it. So just keep that in mind. That's just one of those things I'm doing. So we gotta go down here, I think. Yeah, we gotta go down here someplace. There's a lot to go through with these. I do like all three of the new weapons. There's just going to be a lot to play around with. Now, the Cronin, they're going to be fairly easy. I don't think you're going to need to even put any extra forma into it. You're going to have enough to go through there once you add in the Gemini cross stance, which you can get the Gemini cross stance from running these missions. If you remember the video we did the other day, I picked mine up. I picked up, I think, a couple on Phobos as inside the Grineer. Against the Grineer is where I picked them up. So that's how I got mine. Now, in terms of the event, as I said, I did that video that gives you the full details on the event. You have 3 different planets. You have on Earth it starts, then it goes to Phobos, then it goes here to Europa. Now, in order to see the one on Phobos, you need to get at least 500 points out of Earth. Once you've done that, you'll see the one on Phobos. Once you run Phobos, you need to run at least 1,000 points on Phobos, which of course will get you the dual stat mods. And that'll open up Europa, and then Europa is here with the Corpus on the new tile set. This one is significantly higher in terms of what the excavators pay out, as you can see. So we can get through the 3,000 points faster than you can on the other ones. And you won't run into the issue where, like we did with Phobos, where it took so long the enemies were 60, level 60 plus by the time we were done with it. So these won't be that high of a level by the time we're done with it. But that's about it. So now, of course, stay tuned. We've got plenty of different things that I'm working on, and I will be reviewing the 3 weapons and all into further detail as we get them leveled and figure them out. I think the Galaxion is going to definitely need some forma into it to, not because it's a bad weapon, but to be able to set it up properly. So that may take a little bit longer for me to do. This is a freaking labyrinth in here, and a pain in the ass in this tile set sometimes. Yeah, there you go. See, even Filkie says it's a labyrinth. This is where we start to get split up in here, I think, because there's multiple points for excavators. This excavator is about to die. It's going down. It'll be dead before I get back. And the excavator's gone. Let's go back down here anyway. I don't know if you can see it on the map. There's multiple points now. Ah! Dang it. I'm like flying all over the map here. Alright, I'm going for the... I got a power core in my hand, I'm moving on. Which way did he go? Let's go this way. Come on. Come on, Sprocket. Now this is where we start to split up because Filkie's going the other way. And I am going to go this way. He's going back to the scanner to get the power up on the scanner. Just sit here for a second. Oh, okay, so he's off to a dig site then now too. A second dig site just showed up. I'm going to one and he's going to one. Now, this is where things are going to get a little bit difficult for us splitting up this way, but we'll be able to cover the ground a little bit easier, I think, in cooperative. Since I'm running Nyx, with my chaos and mind control, I'll be fine because I'll be able to let them pretty much kill themselves and fight amongst each other, taking some of that off of the excavators. Down goes my health all the way. But my power is still there because any extra damage I take gets converted to power. Now, of course, I'm running the Cronin, so as you saw in the beginning of the video, my Cronin have Life Strike on it. Okay? So you saw that. That was a mind control into a crowd control. Mind control still supersedes crowd control, so if the enemy that you put mind control on is still alive, he will still be with you. Alright, gotta drop that in there. Woo! That was so close in power. My excavator's not getting its power back, that's for sure. I'm gonna lose that one. There he is. Okay, Filky showed back up over here. Now we got a couple going over here. This map, though, is tough because it does go all over the place, and you'll find excavators all over the place at any given point. We're gonna lose that one. Now, if you look on the map, I don't know if you can see it. You see where it says A, B, and C, so we know where the 3 excavators are at this point. Which is nice that they marked it on the map that way. In the upper left-hand corner of my screen. Oh, C ran out of power. That's the only thing I don't like about this is you walk by an excavator and it already takes your power core from you, and if that's not the one that you wanted to go to, it kind of sucks. Alright, so we're a little over 2,000 points now. And yeah, it's it's entirely possible for you to be able to solo this if you really wanted to. Which frame to solo it with is kind of a question, and whether you really wanted to solo it or not, because it'll take you obviously that much longer to solo it than it will to co-op it, than it will to have 4-player, 2-player, any of that stuff. We'll probably come in less time than we did when we did the 4-person the other night, but that was because we were on Phobos, so the point structure wasn't as high on Phobos. Ow. 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 Sprocket went down. No! Oh, gosh, no. Get out of my way. I'm coming, Sprocket. I'm coming, girl. Okay, so Sprocket stayed alive. Had a 22-second timer on her because I've got Undying Will on it. And Undying Will is linked to my Undying Will, so that just means longer time for her to stay alive when she goes down. Ow. Well, it's a bleed out reduction, so if you have that on the Kubro, it just gives them longer time for you to go ahead and pick them up, instead of like the 3 seconds before they're totally dead. I got nothing left, but I've still got a lot of energy. It's the raging quick thinking. So just keep going there. Alright, Filky's on his way back to the scanner. I'm just going to continue going this way. I believe this world goes around in a big circle, to be honest. We'll grab some health right off the bat. Though I could have just used my melee anyway. I just want to watch these guys kill themselves with Moas. Really? There you go. Mind control the big guy. Where do I gotta go? I'm looking at the map. Sometimes the map gets a little confusing for me. Going way out of the way. Let's go ahead and put a couple of these down here. I think I could take them with me. So you watch. I'll be back to this point and then I'll need them. You watch. And then I'll have to come in here and get them if I haven't gotten them. Taken them to the next one. The next one could be like too far away from me.
Excavator is ready to go. Keep it powered and protect it from enemy fire.
So I think they did a pretty good job on this. Tile set is working well. I don't have any lag issues myself. Back at the home base. Ah, son of a. So we're gonna try to get back there. But I bet you I've got another one to do over here. Yeah. In terms of the update, I think this is probably one of the smoother new tile sets put out with an update. I haven't really had any issues like we have in the past. Yeah, and here's one right here. Almost back to the beginning for me. Ow, that could have killed me. Protect the unit while it extracts. CRYOTIC. See, that's the other thing too, is you got to make sure that we keep dig sites open. Otherwise, if we don't, and these extractors all go down and we have no remaining dig sites, then the mission is over. So now it's just me by myself and him by himself to cover all this. Come on! Oh! Power core. I'm still running here. Oh, got exploded. Damn it. Ow. 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 Sorry. Still maintaining a huge power pool. Thank you for my setup. So I'll probably try to run this event a few more times. I don't know if I'll do the 3K runs again after I've done this one. But I probably will try it a few more times and test it out with some different frames, just to give you guys some thoughts on the different frames. I know Oberon's got this thing down. Obviously, I've shown a couple videos with that. Obviously, Nyx is good. I mean, no question on Rhino being able to maintain himself.
Excavator deployed. Protect the unit while it extracts the artifact. We need another power cell for the excavator.
Yeah, he's having some issues over on his side. Let's just get this guy killed there. Yeah. Oh ho, a whole 1,500 credits. Yeah, yay. Whatever. We're at 2886, so we're gonna hit the 3K mark here shortly. I gotta go back for this power here. This is a risk. Please don't die on me, machine. Please, 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 let me get back to it. Come on. Come on, come on. Give it a tiny bit more power in there. Are we gonna make it? Or are we gonna make it? When it gets destroyed, will we have enough? Come on, come on. 20 seconds left here. 25 seconds. 14 power. I'm not gonna make it back with this next one. Come on. Ah. Ah. Wow.
Excavator deployed. Protect the unit while it extracts the artifact.
Protect the unit. Protect it. Die. Die. Come on, get this last 15, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. 3186. Nice. We're past the 3K mark for him. Now, prior to this, 3306 was my high score. Ow. Haha, I blocked it. That was funny. Sorry. 60 seconds left on that one that he's got. And I'm totally missing right now. Just turn around so I can kill you, thank you. Thank you very much. Ow. 3K, yep, 3K. 3360, so a little bit higher than what I had before. Awesome. Let's get the heck out of here. So, as we are running our way out, hopefully you enjoyed this and it was informative for you. Explained a little bit about the build and why I ran it this way. Again, I was going for the crowd control, he was going for the straight kill. So the numbers were stacked for our potential to get through this as a co-op. I will go into further detail on modding and stuff like that soon. We'll be going over these 3 weapons, of course, so keep yourself tuned in for that. If you have any comments or questions ever, you know, as I always say, please do feel free to leave them. I will respond to every single one if I can, and usually I do. And if I don't, we have a lot of loyal subscribers and fans around here that are happy to chime in and help out as well, as we are all here to enjoy the game. Doesn't really matter where you're playing it from. Alright, Filky, come on. But that was it. Please do hit that like button as well if you did like the video. Subscribe if you're not subscribed, as always. Check out some of the other channel content as well. I have a lot more stuff coming up here on Warframe, of course. Got a whole bunch of Kubro guys out there. I put a new Kubro playlist up front on the main channel, so it's easier for you to find all the Kubro stuff that I've been doing. I've been trying to put in as much Kubro information as I can because I know a lot of questions have been asked about it, so we put a few different videos together. And I think we've really helped get through a lot of that Kubro questioning stuff. But tons more to go, as you know. And I will be coming up with some crew footage here. I've recorded so much of it over the past week during the beta, and I can finally start releasing that now. So stay tuned for that as well. As always, thank you guys for watching, and we will see you soon. Mission completed. Here we go.